The intensity is rising, and the stakes have never been higher in the German Bundesliga. We are kicking things off with a massive Rhine derby as FC Köln prepares to face off against Bayer Leverkusen in a clash that could define the entire season for both clubs. You need to hear why this specific match is sending shockwaves through the league standings.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
FC Köln is currently on an impressive 5-game unbeaten streak under head coach René Wagner, and they are fighting for survival with everything they have got. We are breaking down their tactical masterplan to exploit a tired Leverkusen squad and asking whether the Billigoats have enough momentum to pull off an upset that keeps them clear of the drop zone. Bayer Leverkusen is reeling after a tough week that saw them fall to Bayern Munich, and now head coach Kasper Hjulmand is facing serious questions about his future at the club. With the Champions League spots slipping away, we are analyzing if Patrick Schick can lead a resurgence this weekend and save Leverkusen's campaign before their final pivotal matchups against Stuttgart and Leipzig. Finally, we have to celebrate individual brilliance as Bayer Leverkusen playmaker Ibrahim Maza has officially been named the April Rookie of the Month. We are looking at why this young star is grabbing headlines across the league right now. If you want to stay on top of every major update from the pitch, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on. Ever wonder what happens when a local rivalry decides the fate of an entire league table? That is exactly the high-stakes drama we are walking into this weekend, as FC Köln prepares to host Bayer Leverkusen in a clash that is far more than just a typical Rhine derby. Grab your coffee, because the atmosphere at the Rhein Energy Stadium is going to be electric. On one side, we have Köln fighting for every inch to secure their top-flight status, showing that desperate teams are often the most dangerous ones on the pitch. On the other, Leverkusen is operating with the kind of clinical precision that reminds us why they have been the team to beat all season. It is not just about the local bragging rights anymore. With the points table being as tight as it is, this result could set the tone for the final stretch of the Bundesliga campaign. Are we about to see a classic upset that keeps the title race alive, or will Leverkusen prove that they have the mental fortitude of champions? I want to hear your predictions in the comments below. Drop your scoreline, and let me know if you think the underdogs have what it takes. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the world of German football. And remember, in the Bundesliga, nothing is ever truly decided until that final whistle blows. Ever wonder what happens when a team fighting for their life meets a giant trying to find their soul? Welcome to the Rhine Derby. This Saturday, it is FC Köln versus Bayer Leverkusen, and believe me, the stakes have never felt higher. We are talking about two sides staring into the abyss for completely different reasons. For Köln, it is about survival, pure and simple, while Leverkusen is desperately clawing to keep their Champions League dreams on life support. This is more than just local pride. It is a season-defining 90 minutes. Let's look at the Billigoats first. They are riding their best wave of the season, currently unbeaten in 5. Now they sit 5 points clear of the automatic drop, but don't let the table fool you. They are part of a massive cluster of teams stuck on 31 points. One slip-up, and they are right back in the mud. Coach René Wagner finally has this squad clicking, and he is playing it smart. He knows Leverkusen is nursing a heavy midweek hangover after that demoralizing DFB Pokal exit at the hands of Bayern Munich. Wagner's plan: make them run. He wants to leverage Köln's freshness to expose a Leverkusen side that looked utterly flat just days ago. On the other side of the tunnel, things are getting shaky for Bayer. That loss to Augsburg, followed by the blanking against Bayern, has the atmosphere turning toxic. Whispers about manager Kasper Hjulmand's future are getting louder, and the front office has basically put him on notice. Get the Champions League spot or start packing your bags. Leverkusen sits in 6th, 4 points back from Stuttgart, and they are essentially running out of road. With showdowns against Stuttgart and Leipzig looming, they simply cannot afford to drop points in a derby. It's a high-stakes chess match with a chaotic twist. Köln is sticking with the defensive pairing of Simpson-Pusey and Ozakakar, while Leverkusen will look to Patrick Schick, who has been lethal lately with 4 goals in 4 games. Will the intensity of the home crowd carry Köln to safety, or will Leverkusen's quality pull them out of this spiral? Let me know your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our deep dives into the Bundesliga. Which team are you backing to handle the pressure? Drop a comment, and we will see you at kickoff. Ever wonder what happens when desperation meets absolute dominance on the pitch? Welcome to the ultimate high-stakes showdown. FC Köln is staring down the barrel of relegation, and they are preparing to host the unstoppable force that is Bayer Leverkusen. This isn't just another fixture on the calendar. It's a Rhine derby where pride, survival, and league supremacy collide in the most brutal way possible. For Köln, every single minute on that grass is a battle for their Bundesliga existence. They're fighting for their lives, clawing for every point they can grab to avoid the drop, and there is no bigger stage to prove they belong in the top flight than against a side like Leverkusen. You can practically feel the tension in the air. The home crowd knows that pulling off an upset here wouldn't just be a win, it would be a statement. On the other side of the tunnel, we have Leverkusen. They've been playing with the kind of precision that makes you question if they are even human, and they aren't looking to slow down just because it's a derby. They have their own agendas, their own title-chasing ambitions, and a reputation to maintain. Watching them dismantle opponents has been the story of the season, but derbies are famous for throwing the form book right out the window. Will the Billy Goats find that spark of magic to pull off the impossible, or will Leverkusen crush those survival dreams under the weight of their superior firepower? This is why we watch. This is the drama that defines football at its peak. If you want to see if history is made, or if the hierarchy holds firm, make sure you're tuned in for every second of the action. Hit that subscribe button to keep up with all the twists and turns of the Bundesliga as we head into the final stretch. After all, when the final whistle blows, only one side will be walking away with their dignity intact, and sometimes, survival demands a miracle. Stop what you're doing, because we've officially got a new star on the rise in the Bundesliga. If you've been watching the pitch lately, you know exactly who I'm talking about, Ibrahim Maza. The Bayer Leverkusen playmaker has been playing with a level of vision and composure that frankly feels way beyond his years, and the league has officially taken notice. Maza has just been crowned the Rookie of the Month for April, and let me tell you, this award is well-deserved. It's not just about the stats, it's about that X factor he brings whenever he touches the ball, turning standard transitions into genuine scoring threats. This kid is playing football exactly the way it was meant to be, bold, creative, and utterly fearless. What's even more exciting is realizing this is likely just the beginning of a massive breakout season for him. If he keeps finding those pockets of space and threading needles like he did all month, Leverkusen is going to be a nightmare for every backline in Germany. But I want to hear from you. Is Maza the most exciting young talent in the league right now, or is someone else flying under your radar? Drop a comment below to let me know, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with all our Bundesliga updates. Remember, legends aren't born overnight. They're built one match-winning performance at a time.